All right, I'm live, AT&T willing. See how long this lasts. And I got Binks up here wanting a little bit of attention. As soon as I got on the deck, boom, there she was. So today is Friday. A lot of times Friday is kind of my day of rest. I probably will still mess around with the dumbbells a little bit outside and 45-pound plates, but I think I'll give my knee a break on the throwing. And usually what I'll do is I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch a bunch of throw videos and kind of get back in my mind exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, how am I supposed to be spinning, how am I supposed to be making the release. Yesterday I had a pretty good day. I mean, most of my throws, well, the 4 that 5 that weren't in a tree, they were about 125 feet. I think I had one that squeaked out 132, which I'm really happy with. And then here Binks. She just, oh my goodness, she just wants all this attention. So when I got home last night from work, she had her friend Pokey the possum right there in the bottom of the deck ready to come up. And I come walking up and the possum is kind of staring at me like, uh-oh, the owner's home. Busted. And possums can move pretty fast when they have to. So he or she, whichever one it was, blasted away from me and ran into the trash can. And that was kind of funny. So today is just a little chill and chat, talk about nutrition and motivation. Hopefully have some people join in and use some of my AT&T signal before the month refreshes. So it's August 19th. So we're well through the month of August. I had a huge upswing in views on my shorts in the last 3 days. Monday, I had 56,000 views. I had 71,000 views on Tuesday. I had 16,000 on Wednesday. And between those 3 days, I think I made $1. Don't want to spend it everywhere. I was tempted to put out a video saying YouTube is screwing you. Something's definitely have changed. I used to average a couple bucks a day. Now I'm averaging 50 cents. So it might become a new rapper. Who knows? But anyway, today is going to be kind of a rest day. I will do some exercising, probably some push-ups too. Maybe I'll knock out about 100 push-ups, kind of just to celebrate my bench day yesterday. I do think the push-ups are really good for developing. Hey, fat man, how you doing? Yeah, don't spend it in one place. We'll try to spread it around. Try to share the wealth. Yeah, I had one day that I had very little views and made almost $7, and then all the rest of my ones for this month have been in the pennies, not in the dollars. And I chatted with YouTube a few times about that, and they're trying to tell me everything's just fine. So I don't know, with other creators, have they seen a change this month in their income? I don't know. I'll have to look at it. But I think maybe YouTube is having money problems. I did open up a Rumble channel, so I got my actual channel is Scottish Fitness. Rumble's so weird when you're trying to set some things up, just like anything. I got 3 subscribers. Woo! Casey Little Owl is one of them. And I'm probably going to use that as a backup channel. What's up, Binks? So this is the feral kitty. For about, I wouldn't call her feral because somebody had spaded her. I think she was a pet, and then somebody threw her out, down off the street. We live out here in the country, and I think sometimes they do that. But I figured if I made that one, YouTube is screwing me. I'd probably get banned. So I don't want to be doing that. We got enough of that going on. But good day at the gym yesterday. Good day throwing yesterday. Plenty of produce from the garden. A lot of times when I have more produce than I can possibly can or eat, I take it to work, and there's a table just as you get through the gate. And when I was moving that table, this guy goes, "Hey, what you got there?" And I started pulling out the cucumbers and peppers and squash. And well, he clocked right back in. He goes, "Hey, mind if I grab some?" I said, "That's what they're for." But had some really good tomatoes yesterday. They're starting to come out. I'm happy with my development. I'm working out. Even though I missed 400 twice yesterday, I'm pretty sure I'll get it next week. And I feel that 415 by the end of the month is doable. I think I might drive out to Shoreward Fitness tomorrow morning and have it out there. Here in October, when the sun starts dropping, I'm going to start hiking these mountains with my. Oh, okay, that'd be good. Now you're out there in Arizona, if I remember right, and you guys are getting some rain. My daughter sent me a video, and of course, Arizona's not used to getting an inch of rain, but they had a major stream running down the road. So you guys are kind of going through your monsoon season. Still heating a whole lot more. Well, that's why it's called a desert. Now here we usually get a lot of rain in the spring. I mean, to the point where you're swimming to the mailbox, and then it generally dries up during the summer, and then just about harvest time, when the farmers really don't want it, it starts raining again because they have to wait for the corn to dry before they can really harvest it. Otherwise, they got to spend a lot of time running the dryers in the silos trying to get all that moisture out of the corn. Otherwise, the corn will sit there and mold up. So Banks, you enjoying life today. Banks usually doesn't get this much lap time from me because I'm always running around. So she is loving life. Like I said, for about 6 years, she hung around here, living out of the shed, and wouldn't get within 30 feet of me. And then I think it was December of 19, she came right up to the main entrance we have here at the kitchen and was meowing. And I opened the door and she stayed there. So I gave her a can of tuna fish, and well, the rest is history. Now she has to have lap time from me, otherwise she gets mad. A few times we let her in the house. If I'm not home, she goes to my chair, and then she goes to my computer desk, and then she goes back to be let out outside because Daddy ain't home. So she don't mind Mama feeding her, but I'm the only lap she hops on. She's about ready to fall asleep. But right now it's about 75 degrees. It's sunny. Got a lot of sunny days this year. It's been a really good year. Never eat 4 pounds of raw carrots in one sitting. Yeah. Anytime you eat a mass amount of vegetables, there is going to be some side effect. I did it one time with cucumbers. When I shredded down, and it was about 10 years ago, I got down to about 222. I mean, I was still working out in that. And I would take a big Tupperware thing full of salad and peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers and celery. And one time I cut like 2 extra cucumbers into it. And oh my goodness, I had some serious problems. I mean, I was cramping up. It was no fun. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. If you got any questions about fitness, this is the place to do it. Motivation is also another thing. A lot of times, 7:15 a.m. it's already 82 degrees. Yeah, and we get weather like that in the summer also. At 7:15 generally. Okay, Kitty, you're getting a little rough. Well, here's the problem when Binks is on my lap for a while. She thinks she can play with me. But you have all your claws, Cat. Because she is a hunter, so I don't trim her claws. Because required me taking her to the vet, and then she'd have to. I don't think she'd travel well in the car. But yeah, we went to Arizona. I've been out there 3 times now. Now that my daughter's out there, one was for the wedding shower. I think that was in July. Like 114 degrees. Are you kidding me? That was. And I went and had lunch with 2 of my high school friends, and they're like, "So, hey, how you liking Arizona?" They're thinking maybe I was going to move out, And I said, "Well, the wife's not a fan. She doesn't like that heat, and I'm not a fan of that heat either." And then we had the wedding in August, but luckily the wedding was in Flagstaff. So Flagstaff being up there in the elevation, like a mile and a half, is much cooler. It was in the 80s there, and they like it there. One was a firefighter here in Illinois, up near Chicago, and he says, my bones don't hurt when I'm in Arizona. So he likes the heat. I don't care for it. My daughter's got a pool. Maybe that'll make a difference. But generally, anytime I've been to Arizona, I was in Arizona twice before, but that was on business. But it was like in October. In October, it is. It's in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, and I'm walking around in jeans and a t-shirt, and everybody else is in parkas. And I'm like, come on, guys, this is warm weather. And I guess it's what you're used to. Are you comfy? Are you comfy? This cat thinks she owns the whole area, don't you? So we drove out of our way to go to Winslow, Arizona. So we get a picture standing on the corner. We did that, and then we met some people there. He was, I think, ex-Navy. He's on my Facebook. We talked to them for a while. And then we went to Meteor Crater. And that was pretty cool. Morning, Michael. And I got a short video I pretty much have on Facebook where, the wife's out looking over Meteor Crater, and I come over there and I'm like, okay, let's go. From Christmas or from vacation. So I have my rare cup of coffee. I do like coffee in the morning sometimes, but if I have it twice a week, that's probably about it. So, Fabian, are you not doing live streams anymore, or am I just not catching you? Because I'm working second shift. Hey, Randy. Good morning. So, Randy's coming over here from Prepper Nation. I'm hoping some of that stuff Jan was saying doesn't come to truth, especially about Cheney running for president. Oh, God. I think Biden's bad. Biden don't know what he's doing. She does. Had to drink it quick because, coffee is either too hot or, oh, I'm done doing YouTube vids for now. People want drama, not education, and I don't do drama. To be. Damn. Lines? Oh, did not to be. Yeah. That reminds me of I'm gonna start pulling on the bike. There you go. I might go for a walk, and I might videotape that too. I got the phone charging. When I say might go for a walk, I will go for a walk. The weather's too nice. I haven't had a relax at home day this week. It's basically been constant moving in that. And putting up all those videos on YouTube, and I can understand what you're saying, Batman. I mean, they pushed the heck out of my shorts. I had a few of them, one got 23,000 views, a couple other got 14,000 views. And I think, man, I should see a decent little, kick on the monetary side. And, 46 cents one day, 47 the other. And then when it kicked down to 16,000 views for the day, it was 26 cents. I'm like, he said, yeah, I just do this to motivate people. Because on the other side, I did get a lot of comments from my live stream yesterday that people had joined in, even though they didn't comment too much. They said, watching my workout, on Thursday, motivated them to get back in shape. And I said, well, that's really what it's about. Canned 6 quarts of chicken legs in broth yesterday. Oh, that sounds good. So what I've been doing is I made 12 pints of salsa. You start doing cardio, yeah. Probably need to stop smoking too, fat man. Just saying. This is coming from an evil ex-smoker. I never smoked heavy, but every now and then I'd pick it up for a year or two, and then I'd quit for a year or two. Then I'd pick it up for 6 months, and I'd quit for a year, and then I'd pick it up for a year, and I'd quit. And then one day, I was 39 years old. I was running up the stairs at work, and I got to the top of the stairs, and I was winded. And I said, yeah, I'm not 18, but again, I'm not, 80 either. I shouldn't have been winded. So I gave them up there. So that was 22 years ago, 32 years ago, 39, 22 years ago. So I gave them up for good. Gave the rest of my pack to a buddy of mine who I got to quit smoking a couple years after. And I remember going to the doctor, and he did one of those tests where they're testing your lung capacity. And at 39, he said it wasn't very good for my age. And then at 50, I went and had it tested again. He said it was fantastic for my age. So my joke is I could go back in time and kick my own butt. Although I still had more endurance when I was younger, I'm actually physically stronger now. Well, Bing, speak up your mind. And she's playing with one of the toys that she got for her birthday, because we're going to consider, I guess, her birthday the same as my wife, because my daughter sent a couple presents to the wife, and then she sent a couple presents for the kitty cat. And she got, oh, watch it, that's going to stand. Oh, there we go. How did it get away? Too bad I didn't have my phone out here, because this is a nice little video she's putting on. She's sitting there going after this little carrot. And she's got the claws, boy. Once she gets a hold of something, she's got it. She's an excellent mouser, and she gets birds. She got a baby rabbit one time, too. Well, it was about that big. So besides what I eat her, she goes out and gets her own food. The problem is I need to get some welding gloves about here so I can play with her, because she's got some serious claws. And she gets me. I mean, I have a little mark there, and I'll have them on my arms when she starts getting a little rowdy. But, oh, by the way, Michael, congratulations. 245 pounds overhead press. Good deal. Nice long one. I seen you even thought about going for a second one. And that's why I like always sit there and try it. I'll try to get a little bit more. I missed on 400 twice yesterday, but I'm still happy with the lifts. And then I was talking to the young lady who was spotting me, and I says, today they redefine everything. It's not a recession. It's not this, it's not that. So I said, I didn't fail at 400. I was just doing 2 negatives. But even when you miss a lift, you still get the benefit of pushing everything that you got. And I used to do negatives. And negatives is where you're overloading the bench and you're bringing it down, and you're fighting it to bring it down as slow as possible. And then people sit there and pick it up and re-rack it and do it again. And what it's to do is to get your shoulders and your tendons and everything used to heavier weights. I used to do them when I'm in a gym where I can have 3 spotters or have just one really huge spotter, But at that one there, I'm using the young lady at the desk, and she does fine. I mean, a lot of people don't understand that when you're benching, even though you're benching a huge amount of weight, your capacity to do that is great. Hey, Prepper Cowboy, how you doing? Good morning, sir. So just kind of a chilling chat. You ask any questions about fitness and motivation, and the nutrition, and I will answer the best I can. And if I don't, well, then they become my research for future videos. A lot of my videos that I did on vitamins and minerals and, other techniques came from questions that I got from y'all when I was on my live chats, which I appreciate. I did have a little fun this week on the videos, put it to twice the speed. And of course, I left my conversation at the end so people would know that. But I thought that was a little funny. And then later on, I posted the original video. I had people going, I think this has been edited. And I respond back, yes, it has. I hurried it up just to make it sound good. But the reason I did the running video, because I had a subscriber who asked me a few times, why aren't you doing what you're running? And I used to run, quite a bit when I coached track, because I always felt, training, you showed them how to do something and then you had them do it. I did that on the high jump, where you bend over the bar and I made the mistake of not stretching. Oh my God. I went up over that bar, and when I hit the pads, my abs started cramping, and I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. Let me see. My waist went from a 48 to a 46. I'm a bit heavy due to my size. I'm trying to do cardio. Lifting builds muscle and adds weight. I don't even know. Well, lifting builds muscle and adds weight, but it adds the correct weight. So now cardio is true, but if you want to lose weight, it's 80% diet. Yeah, it really is. If you want, hey, Bitter Critter, good morning. Glad to see you. Omni, how we doing? Thanks for popping in. So if you want to lose weight, your diet, you can't work out a bad diet. So your diet is number one. So eating carrots, not 4 pounds, but eating carrots, eating vegetables are a great way to lose weight, because it generally takes more energy to digest a lot of those vegetables, and the vegetables will return back to you. So if you want to lose weight, the best way to do it is 5 days a week, not 7. Can't do it 7 days because you'll never stay on a diet. But 5 days a week, eat really healthy. So when I went from 262 to 222 over the summer, and that wasn't this year, that was about, like I said, about 10 years ago, maybe 15. What I did is I took a big Tupperware, bowl of veggies to work, and probably about 3 to 4 cans of tuna. And that's what I ate. VR Web Girl, thanks for stopping in. Great to see you. So that's what I ate at work. So I worked 5 days a week, and when I worked, I ate vegetables and ate tuna, and that's what I ate. I don't drink a lot of soda, unless it has, rum or whiskey in it, but that isn't very often either. And so what I did that for 5 days a week, and then my days off, I eat whatever I want. Ribeye steaks, mashed potatoes, corn on the cob, green beans. I mean, I still had a full meal. And and that's one thing John on Prepper Nation was talking about. People are even getting too lazy to microwave their meals. Well, I don't microwave meals. I use the microwave to maybe heat stuff, leftovers, and to sterilize my canning jars. That's what I use the microwave for. I cook my meals. And if you see my live stream where I'm making breakfast, or I'm making lunch, or I'm making dinner, it takes a good hour. Thumbs up, thank you. It takes a good hour for me to make a good meal, but it's worth it. So when you look at prep time, cook time, and when finally you're eating it, it takes about a good solid hour to make a well home-cooked, nutritious meal. All right, so my microwave is not used for making dinner. My microwave is for maybe heating something up real quick. We had chili the day before, and so I'm just going to heat the chili up to eat it again. That's what the microwave's for. The microwave is to reheat food, leftovers, and that's the main thing. Otherwise, I am cooking on the grill. I'm cooking on the stove. I ate more than I did before. You're going to, because you're burning calories, and that's okay. I had to trick my metabolism, always running. Every 2 hours, I was eating something, generally healthy foods, and I had a few cheats, right? So eating more meals a day versus eating big meals a day is going to help you lose weight, because it's going to keep your metabolism up. But going to the gym is going to increase your appetite. I mean, I had a huge workout at the gym where I worked out for 2 hours. And when I went to work, I ate 4,000 calories while I was at work for an 8-hour day, because I counted them. But I'm still maintaining 235 pounds. And I've been at 235 pounds for about 3 months now, maybe even 4. I was up to 262 to 265 at the beginning of the year, because I did allow myself to bulk up. because I was going on so many trips last year that I knew there was a gym and workout in Arizona. When I went to Missouri, I found a gym and worked out in Missouri. And as a matter of fact, that's why I was welcomed back at that camping in the Ozarks. Well, not camping. We had a I don't know what you call it, a cabin to stay in, but we were out there kayaking and having a good time. Oh, there goes my connection. I knew I was having way too much luck here. So I may have to go and move my phone. Oh, I think I'm back. So when I was camping out in the Ozarks, I called the gym and I said, "You mind if I come and work out? I've got to meet in Iowa next week." And he goes, "Sure." When they seen how much I lifted, he now wants me to come to his gym. So when we went to see the band 7 and 7 in Sunrise Beach, Missouri, which was right there at Laurie, Missouri. And I said, "Hey, you mind if I come in your gym?" And he goes, "Oh, God, please do." And he goes, "And how'd you do on your contest?" I said, "Well, I broke both my national records in drug tested, and I also competed in the non-drug tested because I knew I could beat their lift too." So I went back there and lifted, and he was building a house, but he emailed me back. Thanks for the T-shirt. I left him a T-shirt. I gave him a shout out on my live stream and a few videos. He appreciated that. That's a nice little gym, and I like to help out those gyms. I'd rather go to a little gym than a big one, but I have no problem with big gyms either. I went to Lifetime Fitness up north, and the guy who was managing it let me work out there for 4 weeks for nothing. I told him, "Here, I'm up here for training, and I'm going to be here for 2 weeks. I'm a week off, and I'm back up for another week. Let's just come on in." So what I did is I bought protein shakes there, and then did videos. I don't think I was doing videos yet. Yeah, I wasn't YouTubing yet, but I was putting it up on Facebook. So I like those smaller groups. But diet is the key. If you want to lose weight, it's your diet. Exercise helps, and cardio will probably help you lose weight more in lifting weights. But lifting weights, yes, you are going to gain weight, but you're transferring your body fat into muscle. And for every pound of muscle you add, and it takes time to add a pound of muscle, you burn an extra 100 calories just by having it. Don't even have to use it. You burn 100 calories a day just having that extra muscle. So it's okay to sit there and, like I said, I'm 235 pounds. I could be 235 pounds and not look very good. So if I didn't lift, and if I didn't do all the exercises and I just sat around most of the time, the 235 would be here. The shoulders would go, the chest would go, the arms would go, and the weight would be here. So, weight is a measurement of how much, gravity is pushing against you, but you can be at a heavier weight and be healthy. It depends how much of that weight is muscle. It's like a lot of your power lifters and strongmen, have a big gut, but, that gut is solid muscle because when you're pulling, deadlifts, when you're pulling, 6, 7, 800 pounds, you need a lot of abs for sport. It's not just a back exercise. It is also, I got something flying overhead. Flying pretty high too. Sounds like a military aircraft, which happens from time to time. No big deal. Boy, I'm gonna have to turn this or break my thing. 235 muscle is vastly different from lower. It is. Reconnect. As it gets higher, my signal gets lousier. So I'm probably about 14% body fat right now. At 265, I was probably 22%, which was getting to be too much. If you go with the charts and all that stuff, but those charts are not accurate. 400 pounds, but I mean, he's very broad chested. He's got American Indian in them, and they're big people now. Could he stand to lose weight? He could, but he's just a big guy. He carries that weight better. But he went to the doctor, because he had a cold or whatever. They gave him a steroid to help him breathe. And he goes, they weighed me. He goes, how much do you think I weigh? And I'm looking at him. I said, well, I know how much I weighed, and I knew how much bigger, around he was. I said, well, you're probably around 347, 350. He goes, well, you're pretty close. Or no, I said 367. He goes, 387. I said, just imagine if you, he's strong. I said, Miss Man, if you worked out and dropped 100 pounds over a couple of years, just how much easier it would be for you to walk around. You'd be springing all over the place. So, another thing when it comes to motivation, it's to motivate yourself to do things. And not just exercise, do things around the house. Motivation can be motivating yourself to read a book. Motivation can be to sit there and get online and research something and learn a new skill. Motivation can be to sit there and reach out and talk to somebody, a friend of yours or a family member that you haven't talked to in a while. Motivation has so many forms. It's not just about fitness. But I tend to find that people who are very motivated about fitness are motivated in other areas also. Not 100%, but, Vince, who runs the gym in Shorewood, Vince Robbins, really great trainer in that. He's a very motivated young man in all aspects of life, and he's the type of person I like to hang around because his motivation rubs off on you. People like coming to his gym because he is always there. He's always in a good mood. He's always uplifting. He's always complimenting. He's always helping you with your lifts. The man just has so much energy, and a lot of it can be because of his motivation for working out. He has went to other parts of his life. When you're good in the gym and where you're good at something, you can a lot of times that will sit there and start to spill over in other aspects. I cook because when I come home from the gym, I'm hungry. I've just burnt some serious calories. My body is crying for protein and calories to repair the stuff I tore up. So I'm motivated to cook, and I'm motivated to cook well because I like good food, so I'm motivated to work overtime because I like to buy good food. And, chicken is good food and it's really cheap. Where buy steaks or not? And then you got to start thinking ahead. I got to go to work. Do I have food to go to work? Well, now's the time to make that food. Till yesterday, when I was making breakfast, I cooked extra bacon. I cooked a pound of bacon up yesterday, and I made a couple BLT sandwiches. One I ate for lunch and one I took with me. I also have bread and sandwich meat at work too, and probably because it's so hot at work, that has helped me keep my weight down. Right. And absolutely. A lot of times, when you sit there and look at somebody make an assumption, break down that word, makes an ass out of you and me. I've seen some people that are overweight but are very energetic and are constantly moving. And they're saying, man, I just need to exercise more. And I said, no, you don't. I've been watching you exercise plenty. But you need to change your diet. And when I say change your diet, I don't mean do a complete 180. Change your diet a little at a time. So look at your diet now and say, what can I take out of my diet or replace with something that's healthier? And take that one thing out of it. So, a lot of things can be, well, I drink a lot of soda. Take the soda out of the diet. Don't say, well, I drink a lot of soda and I eat a lot of ice cream and I like Cohos and I eat potato chips and I eat late at night and I'm going to stop all that today, because you're not. Your body has developed, 5 or 6 bad habits. Change one at a time. And the soda, especially if it's got sugar, the soda is the best one to do. Hey, Christopher, happy Friday. Cheers to everybody. Thanks for joining in. And if you like ice cream, there's nothing wrong with ice cream. Have it earlier in the day. Don't have it before you go to bed. So you don't have to stop eating something. You just have to change when you eat it. Tell people, I like ice cream. I have it, in the morning sometimes. A nice bowl of vanilla ice cream, some chocolate syrup over the top of it, a couple M&Ms. Boy, I'm ready to roll. And I'll go to the gym. And for the first 15 minutes, I am on fire. but then you need, food that's going to be more sustaining. Portion size too, because if you eat huge portions all the time, your stomach stretches to that portion, and now you need to eat that big portion to make yourself feel full. And like I said, family predator, if you eat more often, if you eat 5 meals a day or 6, or 3 meals and 2 mini meals, your stomach will be a little bit smaller, and it won't take as long as you to feel full. The lot of it is, if your body still wants food, you're probably going to eat it. I mean, it's just nature. So eating more meals and making them medium-sized meals is going to keep your metabolism up, and is also going to let your stomach shrink down to a normal size. Junk food. I try to stay away from junk food. I'll be honest. When I eat it, I feel terrible afterwards. We travel. Sometimes the wife will like, you want to stop at McDonald's? I said, I'd rather stop at a Hardee's. If I'm going to have fast food, at least I'm going to have fast food. They spend a little bit longer to make. It makes it easier to digest. Remember, when you eat a huge meal, a lot of it, the body is just bypassing it. When you eat processed foods and have a lot of chemicals in it, if the body can't recognize it, it puts it in the fat. I really don't know what this is. Potassium glycolate, disodium glycinate, whatever. I don't know what the hell that is. So it makes it fat. I don't know what it is. I'm going to make it fat. Protein, it uses protein to build muscles. Clean carbs, it uses carbs to sit there and provide energy. Vitamins and minerals, it utilizes to sit there and keep the machine moving. Tater chips, but I didn't get them. That's good. And understand, they put things right there at the counter for a couple reasons. There are things that are probably A, not very healthy for you, and B, that's just sit there and boost up their number of sales. But do we eat chips? We eat chips. I like salsa. I like to have chips with my hamburger during the winter. When I'm running out of potatoes I dug out of the garden. Now that I got the potatoes out of the garden, we're eating the taters. Basically, that's what we're having every morning or evening when I'm home. I've got a whole bucket full of potatoes I haven't got to yet. I still have a couple of potatoes from the last one I harvested. So they are starting to get ahead of me. I think probably Sunday I'll pop into the Big R or whatever it's called, and see if they have a pressure canner and pick one up. Because right now I can can, salsa, and I can make pickles because you don't need a pressure canner for that. But I do want to can some of the potatoes, meats, and stuff that I need a pressure canner. I picked up like 3 cases of glass jars, and I've already used 2 cases up. Wife goes, well, we have glass jars all over the place. So they're full of beans and rice and sugar, because glass is great for dry foods. It lasts better than that than it does in the paper bag that it came in, or the plastic it came in. So I'm putting a lot of my rice. After I put the rice in the freezer for a couple of weeks, some of that rice has been there for a month. I put them in the glass jars. I do have to order some oxidant absorbers to put in there. I'm a nibbler by nature rather than sit down to a big meal, and that's a problem too. You want to have a proper meal. Proper meal is going to get you more all-around nutrition than just nibbling at things, because a nibbler is you're nibbling at things that appeal to you. Generally, they're going to be either salty or a lot of sugar. Now, if you're nibbling on celery and carrots and green peppers and mushrooms, whole different story. Presto canners, pressure, for fairly cheap, around $109. I'll have to look at that. I try to buy local when I can. So if it's local, even if it's maybe $5 or $6 more than I can get on Amazon, I will try to buy it locally at some of your smaller stores, not necessarily at Walmart. But like this other one is Farm and Fleet type stores, I'll try to spend my money there, because then you're supposed to be helping out your community. But since the pandemic was created, I think it is really giving a boom to your Costco's and your Amazons and any online ones. I mean, it is very convenient. And I ain't gonna lie, I sit there. Oh, I need something. Pop open the phone, open up the Amazon app, and order it. I do it lots of times. I'm not gonna say I don't, but a lot of times I like to sit down and see if I can buy it at the local store. So you know, I'll probably pick up some more glass jars. One of these days, I need to organize. Talking about motivation, I need to organize my basement. I had it organized 2 years ago, and after you stop for a while and keep putting stuff down there, chaos has now ensued. So I walked down there the other night and I said, okay, I can stop buying this. I can stop buying that. I got to start eating the stuff I have. That's why I've been eating a lot of the chili for lunch. I'll probably have that again today. But I bought a lot of canned chili when it was on sale. Well, it's getting close to their Best By dates. Now, an expiration date is a Best By date. You can still eat them a couple because they're down in the basement. They're in a cool, dry area. But it's like it's now trying to do it. I got my Presto in January for less than $90. Prices are going up. Oh, absolutely. I bought that candelier that Rudy had sitting there and advertised. First time I bought it, I think it was $34.99. About 3-4 months later, I bought a second one because I liked it so much. $34.99. I looked at it about a week or so ago. $51.99. So it's went up. Because I was thinking about getting a third one because I do use candles as a third source of heat in the house. So I have the LP tank and I have a furnace. We do also have some infrared electric ones that we will use from time to time to heat up different rooms. Yeah, the UCO, absolutely. So I have two of those now. I wanted to get a third. And what I did is I was putting it in the bathroom so I could set the thermostat down to 60 during the winter. And when I'm in the bathroom taking a shower, and I like it a little bit warmer, but instead of heating up the whole house, I have a big A-frame. And A-frames are toriously not easy to heat, at least 30%. They come in a pack of 50 or 100 at Walmart. And I noticed during the summer they had one up. I used to be able to get them. I used to be able to get the 100 pack for like $3.97, and it went up to I think $4.87. I still bought a few, but not a lot of them. And then all of a sudden, bucks. So they had the 50 pack for $1, they had 100 packs for $2. I picked nuts, fruits, summer sausage, cheese. Yep, I like all that. I appreciate it. And like I said, he's daily. One of them sweets you have. One of the they had a recipe for chocolate chip cookies. I made them. I was getting my protein in, but also was having some cookies. Also, they had a recipe for muffins. I made those. A-frame structures look fantastic. But here's being in one for the last 21 years. If I do move from here, am I still breaking up, Randy? I did get a little thing that the reconnection was bad, but hopefully it's worked itself out. But A-frames are number one. You're going to have to hire somebody to do the roof because that's too much of a pitch. They cost more to maintain. If we move out of here, or if we have a tornado take the house out or whatever, it'll be a ranch. Like I said, we bought the A-frame because it looked fantastic, but they're tons of my connection again. I'm probably going to have to shut this down. As I think AT&T said, if I had my way, I would add another room above the living room. If I have the room, I have it. It's right there. But the wife likes the aesthetics of having that big, tall ceiling. And so A-frames look great. So the sun is high and my signal is low. Thank you all for stopping. Maybe a live stream tomorrow at the gym. Okay, so I think I got a little window here of a good signal. Thanks everybody for the thumbs up. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to close it out because I think as the sun gets higher, my signal starts to go even worse. And but it was just a quick little chat and say hi to everybody. And back and forth. I'll end the live stream now and go and get my second breakfast, and then probably out to the garden, and then go for my walk. I'll sit there and record the walk, and I will upload it later when I get to work. I'm going to try to do some more longer videos because the short videos are great for getting me views, and they are helping my subscriber count. They don't pay anything. So, and but I know, let me know which ones you like. It seems like the lifting ones get very popular. The me throwing disc are on and off. Either they're really popular, or I even deleted one because after a half hour it was 0 views. So I said, why have it on there? So, and then the outdoor lifting with the plates and the dumbbells seem to do well. Yeah, if you want more running, let me know about that too. It did feel good going for a run. So I'm going to have a quick breakfast and then go for a walk and get that posted on later. Thanks for stopping in. Remember, rest, nutrition, and proper exercise. But diet is important. You cannot work out a bad diet. And if you can make a change in your diet, small steps. Find one thing that you're eating bad and get rid of that and replace it with something that's healthy. And then next month, pick on something else. Don't try to do it all at once because you'll do it for a couple of weeks and then you go right back to your other habits. All right. Thanks for joining in, everybody.